Jesus.
Look, the children have gone. Eh?
Why don't you die? Just die and leave me alone. Leave me alone. Let me enjoy my life. Die. This is the beginning. Did you hear? Die.
Imagine sacrificing your whole life for your husband and children, only for them to turn their backs on you when you become sick. This movie will honestly make you angry because the betrayal in it is painful. This movie starts with an elderly couple living in the village, Helen and her husband. Helen is seriously sick and can barely move or even take care of herself. She depends completely on her husband for help. But instead of caring for her, this man keeps complaining every single day. He insults her condition, mistreats her, and acts like taking care of his sick wife is a punishment. Meanwhile, their two children, Chris and Cindy, live in the city. Chris is already married to a caring woman called Pierre, while Cindy is preparing for marriage too. One day, Cindy tells Chris she has a bad feeling about their mother and suggests they travel to the village to check on her. When they arrive, the father quickly pretends to be perfect husband, acting all caring in front of the children, as if he has been treating Helen well all along. But deep down, things are terrible. He even complains to them that he is tired of taking care of Helen and wants to enjoy his old age in peace. After returning to the city, Pearl becomes uncomfortable with the situation. She notices something is wrong and tells Chris, "Why didn't we bring Mama to the city so we can care for her properly?" That was Pearl. Chris agrees. When they return to the village to bring Helen, they are shocked to discover something heartbreaking. The father has abandoned his sick wife alone at home for 3 whole days. He had disappeared without care, while Helen was left helpless. But despite everything, Helen begs Pearl not to tell Chris and Cindy the truth because she doesn't want their children to hate their father. Little did she know that her children would betray her too. When Chris confronts his father, the shocking truth comes out. The father wants to marry a second wife, and instead of stopping him, Chris and Cindy agree. They even decide to hide it from their sick mother so she won't be heartbroken. While Helen is suffering in the city, Chris and Cindy follow their father to the village to pay another woman's bride price. Imagine the level of betrayal. Pierre becomes furious and questions Chris. "If it was your father that was sick, will your mother marry another husband and abandon him?" But Chris refuses to listen. Then one painful day, Helen accidentally hears Pierre discussing the marriage thing. That was how she got heartbroken. She confronts her children and reveals a painful secret. The house they grew up in, she built it. The money for their education, she suffered and provided it. The sacrifices that destroyed her health, she made them for the family. Yet, instead of comforting her, Chris and Cindy say something heartbreaking. "Mama, it has already happened. You're sick and may die soon. Let Papa enjoy his life." That statement completely breaks Helen. In tears and pain, she curses them, saying they would never know peace for treating her this way. After leaving the city, Helen returns to the village to reclaim her home, but the new wife insults her and refuses to let her enter her own bedroom, calling it "my husband's room." Weak, heartbroken and struggling to breathe, Helen collapses outside. And while she's dying, her husband and the new wife, they stay locked inside the room. By morning, Helen is dead. The family buries her and moves on like nothing happened. But karma was only getting started. Suddenly, Chris loses everything. His contracts fail, his business burns down, and his finances collapse. Pierre, already disappointed in how they treated the mom, finally leaves him. Cindy's own marriage plans crashed too. The man who wanted to marry her refuses, saying he cannot marry someone who treated her own mother so wickedly, and the father. The same woman she abandoned Helen for eventually leaves him too. She takes her things, pushes him aside, and abandons him when he becomes sick. In the end, Chris and Cindy returns to the village only to find destruction everywhere. Their family is broken. They have lost everything, and the father that chose over their mother is helpless. But sadly, even after all the suffering, they still never fully understood the pain their mother went through for them. Honestly, this movie was painful. Imagine standing with someone
My
who sacrificed
care and my love
everything
is what has
for you,
sustained this
only
building.
to abandon them when they needed love the most. Who treats their own mother like that? Please, guys, do well to like, share, and subscribe.